Hello class, welcome back. Are there any questions about the homework? Yes, in the homework we went over the to be verb in the last class, and on the homework I asked you to answer some questions of translating a word in Portuguese or a phrase in Portuguese into English. That was all good? You're all confident with that? Okay, well, give me your papers, hand them in. Let's get into today's topic. Let's see here. Today's topic is going to be where is. Where is the topic is when you have to ask questions about directions or location. You usually start off the question with where is. Where is, and then you'd put something afterwards, like say, where is the church? Where is the grocery store? Where is the football stadium? Okay? Alright. So we'll do more on that in a little bit. Look at this. I have something interesting for you guys to look at. I'll post that on the video here so you can see it up better. What we have in this picture here, I want you to tell me what it is. It's from your country and it has various places. Can anybody tell me where these places are? I'd like to see. Pedro? Oh, what's the first one? Right, that's Rio de Janeiro. Where is it? It's in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, is there another one person that can answer the where this church is? Can you see that church in the picture? Oh, Carlos, you're from Brazil, yeah? You're from a state called Minas Gerais? Okay. So that's, what's that called? Ouro Preto. It's a church in Ouro Preto. Very famous. Okay. That's good. And what about the one next to it? Oh, that's over there in Pampulha in Belo Horizonte. Oh, really? Thank you for filling us in on that. Does anybody else recognize any pictures in here? Anybody? Claudia. Okay, Claudia. You know that one. You used to live in Brasilia. Okay, so then you must know what that one is. Right. That's the capital of Brazil. That? Okay. Where is this picture from? Okay, that picture? Yeah. Okay, where is that at? Where is that from? That's from Natal, Brazil, up in the northeast. Okay, great. So, here we go. So where is Brazil in the world? There we go. So Brazil is in South America. In South America, there's South America, and you can see there's North America, which is here. You can see a little tip of Florida on there. And then over to the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, the great big land, it's Africa, and up above that it's Europe, and even further above that there's Russia. Actually, Russia covers across the whole entire continent, and over here at the end it's China. So whenever you're looking at a map, here's a good way to, everybody likes to hold the map in this orientation. This is called a compass rose. Compass rose. And if you look on there, there's the directions. North, south, east, west. Okay? So when you're looking at a map and you hold it pointing towards the north, like the earth with Brazil, you always point it that way. So you always know when you're looking at a map, north is at the top, south is at the bottom, and then when you go to this side it'd be the east, and this side is the west. Alright. Which way does the sun rise? Anybody know which way the sun rises? The sun rises in the... That's right, Pedro. It rises in the east. And of course it sets in the west. So that's a good way to remember it. All right, so let's go into some typical asking directions questions. I'll post this online for you to look at. If you look on here, there's a guide, and then there's also some typical questions. Let's go over the guide first. So, if you look at the guide, it's got an arrow straight pointing up, and that means straight. So whenever you're going in one direction, that's straight. That's straight. And then when you turn to the, here's your right hand, that's right. And then this is left. And then there's another turn. You can actually go back to where you came from. That's a U-turn. And then there's another thing you can look at. You can go across the street, or maybe the house is next to, see the star? And then also there could be like typically a gas station, which is on a corner. Okay? Let's say those together. Go straight, turn right, turn left, U-turn, cross, across from, next to, on the corner, and then that's it. Okay. So when you ask directions and you want to get help from somebody, you probably have to be pretty courteous about it, because you are taking and getting involved with their day, and they might be in a hurry somewhere. And you're lost, so you have to ask. So it's good to walk up and say kindly, hello, good afternoon. We've learned that in the beginning classes, so use that. Then to even be more polite, you'd say, excuse me, could you help me? And that prepares the person for your question. They could say, no, go away, which is okay, find another person, because you don't want to bother them if they don't have time at that point. But if they have time, they'll help you. People are generally pretty nice. So, there you go. May I ask you for some help? I need to get to, which is where is. You could also say, I need to get to, and then you'd say, maybe you need to get to the post office and deliver a letter to your parents to talk about the nice time you're having in your English class that you love so much. So you'd ask, I need to get to the post office. Okay? So everybody say that. Let's go through it together. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. May I help you? Yes. I need to get to the post office. Okay? Thank you. All right, very good. All right, let's go on. And there's several other statements on here. So what you could do is I could also say, where is Chinatown? Where am I on a map? So here it is. I'll show you a map. We'll be going over this during the class for several lessons. Here's a map. And maybe you're at some place on the map. Maybe you're here at Lake Pampulha. This is a map of Pampulha, which is in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, the city there. So you go to Pampulha. And let's say you wanted to go to the Pampulha airport. Then you'd ask somebody, how do I get to the Pampulha airport? And they would say, well, you could get a taxi, and he knows how to get there. But let's pretend that you want to get there, and you're going to go by foot. Okay, so anyway, so what you would do if you're going by foot or you're driving yourself, maybe you would ask them also, well, if you're going by foot and it's that far, well, how far is it from here? Well, if you look on the map, you can see it's on here, it's probably about 5 kilometers, which is a long walk, but if you have some time, it's good. Okay, so enough of what I've been doing. What I'd like to do now is I would like us to break into groups. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you this map, and you're going to have two people together. And on this map, what I'm going to like you to do is Ask one person for directions from one point to another point.